No, I can't never work this thing right. Hey y'all, what's going on this Saturday? Is it Saturday, y'all? Yeah, now it is. My butt be working so much, I don't be knowing what's going on. See two of y'all in here. What's on y'all mind? What's going on? Maybe we can have one of our talks like we used to. Get some people coming in and talk about what's going on, like what current events is going on, or what y'all want to talk about. Hey, thank you. What's up, Lori? What's on your mind, girlfriend? I've been wanting to go live. And I just, sometimes I be trying to do it, planning to do it, and stuff happen. But today I was like, let me try to go live. I'm glad you caught live, Lori. What y'all been thinking about? Anybody see that they've supposedly been threatening that guy who been talking about Vine, so he can't come back to the block no more? That's crazy. Oh, thank you, 10-9. Girl, my face breaking out. I've been trying to clear it up. And I've been trying to grow my hair out, so it's crazy. Working at this plant, I just be like, whatever. Y'all let me know what's going on, 10-9. Catch me up with what's going on in these YouTube streets. What y'all thinking about today? What y'all want me to talk about? I don't even know. I'm just, so much been going on. I'm tripping with this war in Russia, praying that we don't get caught up in it, but I feel like we already seeing the effects of it. It's gonna be some mess with our money. The economy is about to get affected really bad. I think. Sometimes, do y'all ever feel like they be knowing stuff is about to happen? That's why they was giving away all that free money and stuff. Like, it always be some stuff behind stuff. I don't know. Now the gas going up. I put $30 worth of gas in my car and barely got a half a tank. Crazy. So what's going on with y'all? You gotta tell me what's on your mind tonight. Lori, you got any questions for me? You say you finally caught a live. I got some of my cards out. Y'all got some questions y'all want me to put on? I gotta tell me what y'all want to talk about. I believe in the things in the Bible, but he is not spiritual. He said manifesting is witchcraft, and why would he want to know his ancestors? Like what? Pluton? Who said that tonight? I believe in the Bible, but he is not spiritual. He said, I don't know who said that. I believe things. I believe that, you know what? Now, people can argue that being religious is different. Oh, J Hood, right. He be doing too much. I don't know about him. You say that you want to help kids be better, but on one hand you claim that Vine was really somebody significant in your life, but you telling on him. I'm not getting that part. Regardless of whatever Vine supposedly did or did not do, why are you giving this information up? It's not for you to do that. He still got his family still needs justice for this young man who took his life. So why are you giving them ammunition supposedly to go against your friend? I don't trust him. It's like a double-edged sword with him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just don't. I don't. And then it's like the timing of him, you know, like why now? Like why you come out now with all this mess? Yeah, he heavy on the doing too dang on much. Like, was you struggling? I don't know about him, y'all. He got some shady motives for real. And it's like, if you grew up with these people, okay, fine, speak your message, but you don't gotta be putting them out there like that. I can understand if you don't agree with what they supposedly had done or didn't do, you ain't got to be putting their name in it. Like they said, they fight in so many different cases. Why you giving people ammunition to, why you talking about it? I don't get him. I don't get him at all. But he want to act like he's so religious. I don't know. But y'all know I'm really Vaughn biased anyway. And I'm like, if you really cared about Vaughn, he didn't believe in nobody speaking on him. So I don't understand what you're doing. Yes. I mean, I don't believe. It's sad. I don't think he live in Chicago no more. And I heard that he may live, but I don't know, supposedly somewhere in Arizona. I'm not sure. I'm not trying to send nobody his way. I know they know more than I do. But supposedly he don't live in Chicago no more. But that don't mean that people can't find you. I know he said that he's not scared because, he trusts in God. But it's like some of these people you think like they be saying that they YouTube informants. Like some of these folks that be on the other blogs, and when they be helping cases, saying, well, they got all this information from YouTube, and that's how they made the indictment. You got to think like, what's up with this guy's timing? Did somebody pay him to do this? It's like everybody got motives, and I know you got to take care of your family or make money, but you're doing too much. You don't have to do all what he's been doing. It. I don't trust him at all, and I definitely don't believe. And I know I could be Asian and Von bias, but it ain't that much acting in the world, and I just don't believe that Von told him nothing about Asian. He lying. I think he's just making up stuff. I don't know, y'all. And then it made me mad because, like, he just steady talking. I'm like, would you shut up? He getting on my nerves. See what I'm saying? It's the timing of it all. I think that you mentioned that tonight. Somebody mentioned it in one of my comments, like, why now? Like, I don't get that part. I really don't. He doing too much. He doing way too much. And he built his platform up like overnight off of talking about them. Yeah, for real, Laura. You say I feel like he is straight line about a lot of that stuff too. Some of it's giving off false vibes, but like you said, whether some of it is true or not, why would you just tell? Yeah, that's too much. It's too much. I'm about to cut this other light on. Hold on 1 second. One second, I'm gonna cut this light on. I should have it on. Man, ouch. I just hit my foot. Then it's like so many people be speaking on them that you sometimes don't want to say nothing about it. Because truly we do support Vibe. We want the best for his family. And you don't want to be like you riding off this young man, but if people be asking me to make videos and stuff, and so I'll be trying to wait till I really feel like I have a good message to say. And sometimes I'll be having messages and then I won't put it up, but I'm gonna stop doing that. I never was subscribed to his channel. I think I had seen him give an interview with one of those people. I don't know, was it the guy from Chicago who always interviewing people? And I think I seen one video and I thought he was okay. But then he just kept on talking and kept on talking. And I'm like, hell no, it just shut up. Forgive me, y'all. Then I think I seen that they got the boy Trenches or News or something. They was trying to support him. And then he just did like turned on them. And I'm like, he doing too much. I can't remember what I seen him on. Like, when you be looking through YouTube and one of his interviews just popped up. And it's like, was he doing the interviews to get, the people to come to his channel? But then like we be thinking, why wait till now? And like you said, they about to go on trial. Like, you doing too much. I don't know. Then he got himself some type of he didn't say prophet. What did he say? Minister, hoodman. I don't know what he said. I'm like, no, he's doing too much. He's doing too much. That's why I pulled those cards the other day on Dirk and NBA Youngboy, because some of this stuff to me seemed phony. It just don't seem right. And NBA Youngboy been off ever since, to me, that he got released from prison. And then Dirk usually don't even usually like be acting like he want to say something back. But for him to be name dropping on NBA Youngboy, that really seems studio to me. According to Balo, he is making up a lot of things. If he was really for Vaughn, he wouldn't be putting stuff out like that. Right. That's why when I paid to see that video of I went on the channel and I paid to see the video of Balo and K Killer, their god sister. I put the link up for you guys to see it as well. If you didn't know, if y'all didn't pay for it. I don't know if some people got a chance to see it from me or what. You think the whole thing, right, and YB and Kodak, you know what? I think it might be. I think it might be industry force for I think when I pulled it for the cars, I think it might be industry force for the views. Like, they're making them do it. Because Dirk usually don't, Dirk hadn't been really saying nothing. Remember, he's been quiet. He ain't been talking about nothing that got to do with Vaughn. But all of a sudden, you going back and forth with YB, and then it's even though your feelings can change, there's interviews with Dirk saying that he messed with Youngboy hard. It's crazy. I think Dirk is so intertwined in the industry and what people tell him to do, like he's just a puppet. I really believe that. Right. He's not usually like that. And then that song he put out, the cadence of it, y'all, it just sounded like a Vaughn song. The ad-libs, the choruses. I don't know, it might have been high off the wine, but that's when you can tap into. Like, when you smoke weed or something, you can really tap into the other side. I don't trust Dirk. I do not trust Dirk. It does seem like Dirk will do anything for money. And it's not up to us to, allegedly, it's not up to me or anybody to judge him or whatever. But I don't trust him at all. And that's why I got conflicted when I kept saying it would be better for him to have Vaughn alive than dead. But I still believe he had a hand in it, but there's nothing he could do, either way to stop it or help it or do whatever. There's nothing he could do. But he played a major part in it. I just don't know how to explain it. But if I was Dirk, I know he got enough money to take care of his family. You have lost so many people. It would seem like you wouldn't even want to be involved in this industry. It's like you would walk away from it. Like, how many more deaths is going to follow you? Even though we can say that those people that lost their lives are grown, but these people are all connected to you. And it got to be over what, 7 or 8, and I'm feeling something now. That's crazy to me. I wouldn't even want to be involved with it. My brother, my best friends, my cousins. How many people are you going to lose before you walk away? Or is it just a part of this now that he's not who we think he is anymore? Like he just gone. Dark eyes look soulless. He don't look like he's really there. Isn't he could be under that MLK, what is it, y'all? That mind control stuff. He don't even like. He just Dirk just giving me. He just look empty to me. Empty. Right. Exactly. 10-9. At this point, he's so far in it. I don't think there's nothing that he can do. And people can say that we conspiracy theorists or whatever, but it's no way that all these patterns keep following the same person. There's no way. And that's crazy. Like you just said, he probably so deep in it now. What can he do? And that's sad because you feel the pain of the loss of the people that you connect to. You feel their pain. And then these people, they go on like it's nothing. So you feel in your mind like that mind control stuff gotta be real, because how can you be so soulless, so heartless to let this stuff go on around you? It gotta be real. There's no way it's not. And I like to listen to, sometimes I check out Flag on the Play, that young man, when he put up videos or whatever. And like he said, I've been saying that, I don't know if I mentioned that to y'all before, about how they use tricks and stuff like that and spells and like the alphabet words and all that. It spells the beats, the vibrations. That's why you got to be above it so you can have discernment to know what to take and what to leave when you're hearing this music or people are speaking to you. Like a spelling bee. They could be speaking a spell over you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to protect yourself, protect your family. Understand when people speak words, they may be speaking a curse over you. It's crazy. We living in a world where it's not surface, but people don't really, they think that we crazy because we understand that, but other people don't. They be thinking like everything is this and everything is that. No, you gotta look underneath a lot of stuff. I don't know. I just get to talking, y'all. I gotta ask me something. You up tonight? Girl, that's why, like, I could feel, so much stuff be going on with me. I try to, like, calm my mind and keep, because anxiety is a thief, and the devil will play tricks on you. And even though you know that you're powerful, you believe in God, you'll be okay. And then 1 minute, it'll come back creeping in on you. So I'm always trying to calm my mind and pray. But God always brings people to me so I can help them, which helps me to understand that I'm still in alignment with God and my purpose. Everything, yes, tonight, everything. This world is so crazy. And that's why I really started watching the news. But social media just watches the news. So you have to step away from that at times too. Because we watch the news in my city just became so bad. I just started watching it, and usually I could just feel what's going on around me. But then, we get caught up with YouTube, so I don't really. Sometimes I get on there and just listen to different stories. People do stories and just different styles. Then if you get on Instagram and be a bunch of mess, so you have to separate your mind from a lot of stuff. No, nothing is as it seems truly. For it does. It's not, and it's crazy. That's why I think in the last years, I would say the last 4 or 5 years, we've been separating. And the people that are trying to spiritually elevate are finding their spiritual families. And sometimes you connect to people, you'll stay with them. They'll teach you different things and they'll serve their purpose in your spiritual elevation. Then you got the people that maybe your cousin, your sister, your mother, I don't know, that they may not understand that you gotta elevate, or they'll stay stuck on the ground worrying about mess, and you gonna keep on going up, and it's not nothing really you could do because you tried to tell them, but they not believing you. So you got to worry about you. And once you connect to your spiritual family, those people become close to you. You can feel them. You understand them. It's crazy. Like, it was a group of women I met maybe over, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago. I met them on a prayer line. And we would connect still on Facebook, Instagram with one young lady. And I think another two of them just on Facebook. But I could feel, I never met these people in person. I only talked to them on the prayer line or talked to them on the phone. And it's crazy. One lived in Texas, one lived in Louisiana, two lived in Louisiana, one moved to Atlanta, but I think she's back in Louisiana. But anyway, I say this to say, when you're connected to people spiritually, you can feel things. I remember one of the girls was going through a divorce or something. And before she told, I don't think she put it on Facebook or whatever, I'm like, you found you somebody else, you smiling. I'm like, you got a different glow. She was like, how you know that? I said, I'm connected to you in the spirit. You got a new man, don't you? So it was like, wow. Sometimes I don't know, I just get messages for people. That's right. We got to condition ourselves to say, fuck you, demons. Because I'm telling you, the devil is so rampant and so busy. And people that are in the light trying to help other people, we get attacked so much. Family members get attacked. Our children get attacked. And we got to cover ourselves. I pray for those that follow me. I pray for those that come to me in the spirit and physically, that the white light of God protects us, that a fiery wall of protection surrounds us, our minds, because we got people plotting against us that we don't even know for whatever reason. We may not even have no ill will against them, but they want the light inside of us. We have to stick together because it's hard. I don't have to work tomorrow. I'm off. So I was going to do some DoorDash, and then I was going to put up a couple of videos or do a live or something tomorrow too, because I don't have to work. And we got to learn how to stick together when we find people that, we come and stop doubting ourselves. The devil wants you to doubt the power you have inside you. We have to know that we don't have to live in doubt, that the power, the white light, the power of God is in all, it's in us. We got to walk in our power, claim our power, speak it over us, speak it over our family, speak it over the people that we come in, connection with, because we need that. We're going through too much, right? We've been going through too much for a while, but for the last 3 or 4 years, you can really see all this. But you know what, y'all? Even though we're going through all this stuff, us having our eyes open, we're able to see it because it's in plain, they think, it's in plain sight now. And even though people don't act like they see it, you be thinking in your mind, like, you can't see this. Like, I see this plain as day. I be like, what is wrong with y'all? I don't know, but we're going to be all right. Because we in this world, we not of it. We in it, we not of it, y'all. Y'all see let's see if I get us 3 cards since we've been on here. What message our angels and ancestors got for us today. Angels and ancestors, give us 3 cards for our highest good. We've been on here talking, communicating with each other. Give us a message for our coming up week and the rest of the weekend. I did that reading the other day, asking Vaughn about dirt. That I was just so took away because I'm like, I was feeling so conflicted about doing it, but the cards aligned with the way I was feeling. So I'm like, okay, what is the message for us this weekend? One card just fell out. It's the rest and rejuvenation, y'all. We look, we gotta rest and rejuvenate. We know that much. We just was saying we were tired. Prosperity begins. See, we gotta speak it over ourselves. Transformation. See, we going higher. I told y'all. And it say trapped in fear. We not gonna be trapped in fear. I just told y'all we can't be trapped in fear. That's not gonna happen. We gonna break them. Hope. So we can't be trapped in fear. We're gonna speak that out of existence. We're gonna get our rest and rejuvenation. We got hope. And we're gonna be transformation. We transform into something good. Let's see what that means. That's kind of like what I was just talking about. See what I'm saying? Whenever the cards line up with what you're talking, then you know you're doing something right. With Dirk and Vaughn, I feel like in the beginning they truly had a genuine friendship. Me too. But it's like the bigger Vaughn got, the more Dirk was affected, and he is competitive. And I think he felt threatened. Yeah, I think he felt threatened, and I just trapped in fear. Let's see. This card reveals that it's actually your own fear. Can I just tell y'all that has you immobilized and trapped, preventing you from making decisions or choices. You are the one who is holding yourself prisoner or hostage. In order to continue your journey, you must first face your fears. The new people and conditions can manifest. Many individuals choose to stay in this place because they can't see the road ahead. They feel misguided in a sense of safety. Seek out wise counsel for assistance. You don't have to do this alone, but you know that you possess all that it takes. The tools are inside. Free yourself. You're forgetting how strong you are. Didn't I just tell y'all that? We're going to do this. This period will end. And when you use your mind to cut through the limitations caused by your emotions. See, we're going to end that. We ain't got time for that mess. It's just the times we living in, I think. And let me look up transformation. What number is it? 13. It's a black card about the emotions. What else is it? Okay. Number 13. Transformation. Okay. A time of endings is close at hand. Don't resist the abrupt changes that are suddenly happening in your life. These could be taking place in your own personal life, relationships, or in business or career. You have the strength, as the transformation card also asks you, gives you the courage to know that renewal follows every conclusion. This card comes forth to remind you that the death of old ways and thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward to your new path. Transformation is also about the ebb and flow of cycles. Nothing in life remains motionless. Everything is everything is on its way to somewhere. Accept the changes and opportunity will come to expand you in your ways that you may never have imagined. You can't live in the past. It's time for you to move on. Traditionally, in the deck is the death card, so that's good. So we can move on to new stuff. We just gotta make sure that the power is in us. We, use the tools that we have inside of us. And I got prosperity begin, so that's good. We need money. We need money, so I think that means our money is coming. I definitely need some money, y'all. Prosperity begins. This card brings a message of beginnings, prosperity, wealth, and new business. See, I keep on not starting my skincare stuff. I'm about to get that done. Y'all got a thing that y'all want to do it now. Because prosperity, money is, especially with that 2022, that opened up a portal for good things to come, manifestations. So that was a good thing. It says that wealth and new business, which could soon be in the palm of your hand, it may result from your hard work, past efforts, or investments. It could show up unexpectedly. It may have present as a gift or careful, diligent planning. Recent endeavors and money making ideals show great possibilities for you at this time. Monetary gains. This is time for focus on the most beneficial outcome. Expect the best and envision the things that you want. Project new jobs successful at this time. If you feel it, see it, it's the most important thing to believe it. When you focus on abundance and positive aspects, the material world offers gratitude. Prosperity in all forms will flow even more freely now. That's good. Then I got this card, hope. We all need hope. That's some good cards, y'all. So we just can't be trapped in our fear. We need rest and rejuvenation. We got money coming, transforming to something good. Let's see what hope means. And that's crazy. I just was talking about that. See, we gonna speak what we want. The power of the tongue is big. This is a card that focuses on the qualities of hope, faith, healing, and aspiration, success, and finally enlightenment. When this card appears, know that the special wish you have may be fulfilled in this time. The hope card will help you show you that the impossible can indeed become possible. The force that works through your soul determines what possibilities and the differences between success and failure. And above all, who we are is the power of your belief. This card serves as a reminder to you, your natural ability and your intuition. See, I told you I was going up spiritually. The language of the soul. As you reach for your goals and desire, the future can be yours when you have hope and trust in everything you do. Soon others will be attracted to you and drawn to your inner light. See, I said we was in the light, y'all. Learn to share your experiences and lessons. For those around you will also realize that by having faith and pushing forward where one may have felt no hope at all is the key to success. Above all, maintaining a positive attitude, starting right now, this very minute, and allow your soul to soar. You'll discover the opportunity to shine. Traditionally, this is the star card. We got some good cards, y'all. See, whenever you can speak and you're talking, and that's why, like, I usually just give what my intuition gives, but I know people are visual, so I started to pull the cards. So if we can speak and our message align with the cards, then we becoming one with spirit. You know what I'm saying? And I just said that we need to break our fear. I said I was kind of tired, but we gonna get rest because I don't have to work tomorrow. We transforming. I said we was going higher in the light, and we need prosperity begins. See what I'm saying? We're gonna be all right. And I said we all come together for a reason. So I really like when God aligns me with stuff like that where I can give people help and when I'm speaking what I'm actually feeling. Yes. It's crazy. I'm glad we got us a good message, y'all. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow too, but it's crazy with Lil Durk because you would think that he would wanted Vaughn to be here, but like you said, I think he got jealous because he had been trying to reinvent himself for such a long time. And then I guess Vaughn just did it wet and just ran right past him. But yeah, we got us some good cards. We're gonna rest and rejuvenate. We're not gonna let the power of our words trap us. We got hope and prosperity begins. It starts now, Lord. That's right. That's right tonight. That's the truth. We gonna speak it. Like you get in alignment with people, for a reason. Like especially when I first started to try to elevate on my spiritual path. Like I would come across people and not know why, and certain things that they were talking about at that time helped me with my spiritual journey. And I was really appreciative of it because I knew it was something more than just religion for me. Like I believe in God. I believe in passages of the Bible. I just believe that sometimes they use the Bible to control us. And I just was like, nah, it was more to it than that for me. Then I'm always getting like weird stuff going on with me, like connecting to like different stuff. And stuff didn't scare me. So I was like, I know it's got to be something else going on in this world with spirit and stuff like that because my lights would be flickering. I'd be feeling stuff. I be knowing like different stuff that's going on. I'm like, wait a minute. It was natural for Ron for sure. He was magnetic. Turk seen how polarizing he was and became. You know what, Lori? I feel like certain people have what you said, like that authentic part of themselves, and certain people don't have it, but they want it so bad. I feel like Dirk don't got it. Like he got to keep reinventing himself to become it. And for some reason, I don't feel like Drake have it either. I think Drake is an energy stiller. It's a couple people. I just felt something when I said that. There's certain people that just don't have that natural magnetism. They have to be created. Like if you, I don't know how to say it. Like they have to be put together to even get somewhere like a Nip or a Vine or you know what I'm saying. Everybody just don't have it. And I don't know, something about Drake throws me off. Something about him throws me off. And then it's like certain ones you get to seeing them, and then like if you listen to their music, they be saying stuff in their music, and they think that you don't hear it, but you hear it, and I be like, wait a minute, wait, because like in one of Dirk's songs, he was like, it must have been a victory lap or something. And I'm like, you and Nipsey weren't even cool like that. Like, why are you using that? Like, what you trying to tell us? I forgot what song that was. He was like, it must have been a victory lap. I'm like, you trying to sneak this, Nipsey? Are you trying to put yourself in this murder, like, or allegedly? I'm like, I don't know, y'all. I just don't like Drake, and I I don't know why. It's like certain people you probably be thinking like they get together. I don't know. Sometimes I get to thinking too much. So what y'all doing on this Saturday? I see it's four of us in here. Me, 10, 9, and Lori, the only people been talking. It was five, another person, but I guess they left. On this StreamYard, I can see it's four people, but it don't tell me who it is. Boss Top reminds you of Dirt. Because he was rapping for a while, wasn't he? And then he done pop off. Have you ever really looked at some of those videos of Vaughn with some of them guys around him and how they looked at him in the videos? They just looked so envious. Even in the home, like in their personal videos, some of them videos I would catch looks from them guys. And I was just looking like he was surrounded by snakes. They was just, I mean, he generally had love for them, but it's like they were envious of him and he would have did anything for them. And, you know, I think that's crazy. You don't hear too much about Louis no more. I thought he did. That's why I thought that was crazy because everybody know that Vlad TV, what he represents to the industry. People don't like him. But Boss Top goes and do his first interview with Vlad TV. That was so suspect to me. Isn't Boss Top Von's cousin, like blood cousin? What's crazy is when K Killer said how they were acting the next day after Von passed. I knew some of that stuff that had happened. I never repeated anything that I was told the day after Von passed. How people was acting suspect. I never got told verbatim what Boss Top said, but it was some suspect stuff that he saw. But he said what he said to them, but went right back to the people that he claimed was suspect. It was a lot of stuff I think that was going on right like the day after Von passed. And, you know, I can't remember everything word for word, but I would never repeat the things that was told to me. But I know it was a lot of stuff that was going on that wasn't right. And people can say whatever they want about his family or about Asian, but she's never done anything to me that was more than trying to represent for him and then get attacked. And it's like she didn't know who to trust. That one, it's been almost, 2 years now that Von's been gone, I guess. That's crazy. Well, that first person that she was talking to, I had no idea about this person because I didn't even really know too much about Asian at the time. I was just really feeling Von's energy. And I didn't realize, I was like by myself. I didn't know why I was feeling this young man's energy. I just had seen him die and I was like, this not right. And it just was like, he was showing me that it wasn't right. Now, she had connected to somebody else and this person portrayed her, I think. And I don't know how, well, I said, I think I said to her and one of her, I DM'd her, I said I was praying for her or whatever. And I made videos, of course, about what Von was showing me on YouTube. And anyway, somehow she got to me. But I think it was a lot of stuff going on right after Von's death that made all of them feel uncomfortable and didn't know who to trust, who to talk to. And I think that Balo and Asian and his family stayed in contact with one another. And I feel like they never see anything from her that would make them feel like she was never sincere in the way she felt about Vaughn. There was a lot of people that Vaughn, I don't know how to explain this. Like, it's crazy because these people, whatever they did to him, tried to get where, it's called, I think it's energy harvesting. I'm not sure about it because I don't know how it works. I know that Vaughn chose to repent. He chose God. That's why he's not stuck in darkness. That's why they could not steal his soul, but his spirit was free to go around. That's why I could never understand. People kept talking about he trapped. My how's he trapped? And so many people feel him. Well, anyway, I don't want to get off the subject, but I'm glad that he chose to repent because if he didn't, they wouldn't have been able to steal all his energy and harvest, you know, trap his soul, but they couldn't do it. And because he was so strong, I don't think they knew who they were playing with this time. So, make the long story short, I think Vaughn connected his family to people who he felt, I guess, was in the light and I could give them his message. Because not only did I get in contact with Asian, it was one time I was at home and I don't know, got overwhelmed and I contacted Bela and he spoke to me back. And in the spirit, I'm like, did you make me do that? And he's like, no, you know what to do. I always tell you that I can't make you do nothing. You do it. And because you trust your spirit, you're able to, connect with people. Because they don't have nothing to do with me. But yeah, it's crazy. I don't think they felt they could trust anybody because they were being lied to by so many people. And then, they didn't know who probably was trying to use them for what. But I've never said anything that Agent told me personally. I wouldn't do that because I've always only wanted to do what was best for this young man. And why did he come to me? I'm not about to mess that up. So that's never a reason why I got involved with this for money or something like that. I didn't never do it for that. Because it was crazy how she, I think it was like the first time she was in Chicago or something. I seen her crying. She started crying. I'm like, oh my God. It's like I felt his emotion, her emotion. I'm like, I can't watch this. And I didn't watch it. And I prayed for the young lady. And the next day she was in my DM. And she said he sent her to me. So if you believe in spirit and you truly are a spiritual person, you should never want to reveal something that somebody told you when they needed your guidance. I have not talked to her. I haven't. I have not talked to her. We used to talk, but she kept cutting off her main page. And I think the last time I talked or she DM'd me, or I DM'd her and got a reply. It's been over 3 or 4 months ago. But when she was on live one time, I've said something and she put my question up, or I see her put a picture up. Sometime I'll say something in her under a DM and she'll like it or respond back. How you doing, Evelyn? I missed you too. Yeah, you know, I think that I think it's a lot that those young men in Chicago went through, just like we fighting a spiritual war now. I think they was under something when they were younger, and it's crazy, it's wild. You can't even imagine living that type of life that those kids live. If any part of that is true, whether we believe it or not, they had to be under something. But for him to break free of that and want to do better says a lot. But like people that know him say that he's such a loving person. So, we don't know what these kids were going through back then. It's like if you think about it, I remember when his spirit first came to me and I was driving Lyft, I'm telling you, I would pull over on the side of the road and he had me looking at all these YouTube videos. Like, it seemed like it was the background of how they came about. And it was like they really was living a Grand Theft Auto. It had to be like a video game. It was crazy. I'm like, this journey can't be true. But the emotion I felt after looking at all these videos, and then you think like, what am I looking at these videos for? And what does it have to do with me? But you know what, Spirit is crazy because remember, I really like Nipsey Hussle, and Nipsey Hussle, I was connected. He led me to his friends, and I would just say different stuff under posts on Instagram. They would reply back to me. And certain people that's involved with Nipsey Hussle, I believe that's connected to mine. And it's just like, I guess spirit works in that way. I don't know. I don't think we'll ever be able to explain spirit, y'all. You know what? I believe his mother is, like you said, his grandmother. That's true. His grandfather was. Then that's good for Von because they prayed for him, and he probably was conflicted growing up in Chicago like that. But thank God. See, and that's crazy that you just mentioned that, Lori, because my son has been attacked by the devil as well. When you got the light over you, but because I've instilled God and Jesus into my son, he can't have him, and that's good. That's I always believed that his mother was really religious. I never really thought about his grandmother, but I knew his grandmother was close, and that's probably is true because I did see something where Belo was saying they was in church or something, and they all silly, and Vaughn was trying to get him to talk about somebody or something. So he probably did grow up like that. I wonder what he thinks about his sister Kayla B out here fighting. Cause she trifling. It's like, let me stop. I don't know, girl. I know she crazy. I think towards the end, Vaughn and Caleb, they always had a back and forth type of relationship where they would fall out. But I think grandbaby is what kept them connected. You know what I'm saying? Hope I haven't talked to. I have not talked to Asian, but I don't think she talked to a lot of people like she used to anymore. I think that she's been really guarded. Some of her fan pages, I talked to them, but it was a couple girls that I talked to, and we still talk every now and again. But I don't know, something must have happened because I think she is the one who this I think she's the one who disabled her main page. She is crazy. I don't know what's going on with Kayla B. Allegedly, she doesn't be looking like she hiding me all the time, or she like to use. She seems like a user. Now, me and Balo are both Aries, so I know we're very passionate about stuff. But I believe him when he says that Vaughn wasn't messing with her like that no more. I was about to cut her off. Because I don't think Balo can hold water. I think he gonna tell the truth. But see, this one I might be on Kayla B's side because supposedly this girl, which I don't know the backstory, y'all, because people come asking me questions. Right, it's over a man. I didn't even know because somebody else told me something about Kayla like last week, saying that she stole from somebody's sister. which I didn't know because I ain't been following up on her. But I think this guy's her ex-boyfriend, and the ex-boyfriend brings the girl to Kayla B's son's football practice, like they trying to start mess with her. So why y'all coming to this child's practice when you don't have kids there? That's one thing I think I would, be on the side of Kayla this one time. Otherwise, nah, cause she be doing some shady stuff. I do not trust Kayla. That is true, Tana. See what I'm saying? I know I just said that I don't trust Kayla. It seemed like she was the one who always was introducing him to all these stupid hookers when he stopped, Lord. All these girls, even though Von did what he wanted to do, he a grown man. It seemed like she was always introducing him to these people, like all these girls that was involved with her friend. It's like I don't blame her for that recent fight, but it's like with Kayla, it's hard for me to have any sympathy for her because the people who I feel was sent in to do stuff to Vaughn, she's always attached to them. Like, even though we know Dirk has some type of involvement, it seems like Dirk probably paid, I don't know, Lord, allegedly. Dirk probably had her because nobody wanted Vaughn to be calm. So they had to break him and Asian up. So they probably had his friends working on it, the manager working on it, Kayla working on it. And then I don't like that she's always attracted to shady people. Like, oh boy, who gave her that car? Vonda wasn't even planning on going on that club, but the guy's uncle is the one who owned the club. I don't trust none of them. Yeah, her relationship with Von was crazy. It's just like, I don't know. It's like it seemed like when Von was with Asian, they were happy, but people didn't want them to be happy. They wanted the out of control Von, the one who was unpredictable, so they could get him to do whatever they wanted him to do. Now, on the other hand, if you look at how he didn't really have a chance to live, so how can you blame him for when he got money, wanting to have women? You really can't blame him for that. But then you think, like, if these people weren't sent in to distract or break him and Asian up, he might still be alive. But because I don't believe everything is not of God. Some stuff is from the acts of the devil. So if you wasn't sitting there manipulating energy, people could still be here. Yes, they want him off center. They didn't want him focused. They didn't want him to be the strong bond, they wanted him to be off. It's crazy. All his side chicks were friends of hers. See what I'm saying? Shady. Kayla be just shady as hell. She always into some drama. Like, sit down somewhere. Every shiesty person, see? And then you be wanting to have sympathy for some of these people. Then you get to thinking about it, you like, I can't have sympathy for you. Yes, and now ratchet as hell. Ratchet ass. We gotta figure out how y'all can come up here and start. Like last time I tried to do that and I gave the girl a link, it couldn't happen. I think my connection was bad. They didn't want him to find peace and thrive. And it's sad because at the end, when he was being, when he must, Vaughn was struggling. struggling really bad. I don't know what he's seen in New York that week, but whatever it wasn't something that he wanted to mess with. And it was some crazy stuff. That whole press run that week, it was a lot of stuff going on with Von. That pink eye was not pink eye. There was so much stuff going on that he was fighting. I think they wanted him to choose a certain way. He didn't choose it. Just like I feel like when Nipsey Hussle, he wasn't choosing it. Because how can you go from being real men, fighting your way out the streets to be doing something else? They weren't going to do it. And then if you look at those videos, because people keep saying, well, him and Asia weren't together, they weren't together. But they was messing around. And he was going back and forth with it. It's like he'll be on drugs and mess up. Then he'll get off the drugs and be trying to get her back. And it's just crazy. It's like he just was struggling so bad. He just looked so unhappy. Then if you look at the tweets that he was leaving at the end, to me it told it all. He was like, I should never trusted people. I'm not hiding. It's like he knew it was coming. It's crazy. I don't know, y'all. It's gonna be a lot. Just think about how I'm glad he got a chance to get his family where he wanted. You know, he wanted his family to be able to live better because he felt like he put his family in a position where they couldn't be safe. I'm glad that he did find Asia and she had him see different stuff like Hawaii and stuff like that. I'm glad he did. He did look different, you know, and he looked different. Some of them, like that last video, he was in that house, it looked crazy. I don't know. See, like any young people that's going through something, they go back and forth with each other. I mean, you heard him say it out his own mouth, like, I'm back and forth with my ex. He got tweets saying that he, you know, at the end, talking about it, but then he go on the show saying he wasn't, but I think he was conflicted. I think he still loved that girl. I don't, you know, he couldn't let her go. I just, you know, I don't think he could. But I think there was a lot of people playing factors in his life trying to make him let her go. I thought that too, Lori. These people are real weird for money. I don't trust Kima. I don't trust. How can you be cool with somebody talking about your mother and your deceased mother? Now you all cool with them. Because it's like, let's all get on the Asian hate train and now we best friends. I don't trust Kima at all. And I guess I don't know, she must follow or watch these videos or something because she got me blocked on Instagram. But Kima, you can't tell me that Kima not down with the mess with the industry because they paid for that baby's birthday party and you can't tell me that they didn't. That because they all was there and they all took pictures at that mural. It was all about publicity. You can't tell me that they did. Kima weird as hell. And still, I mean, Von is not gonna ever come back. That we know, he said he was coming back somehow. But they don't, as far as they know, he not coming back. So why still hold all this hatred against Asian? Because she's still mad that she feel like he left her for this girl and she took her place. It's like she can't get over that. And he gone. Because even though like that first Christmas when Von was gone and you seen all of them over the house, I was hoping that they could all get along But I knew in my mind it probably wouldn't work. But I was like, I know he's happy that at least they're there, and these are the people that he, love. But Kima weird, and then it seemed like Missy just like followed the bandwagon or something. I don't know. Yeah, they paid for that boy's party. You can't tell me they didn't, because it was all about publicity. It was all about the timing. The mural had just went up. It was his baby's birthday, and she talking about she paid $30,000. Like, why would you pay $30,000 for that little boy's party? You could use that money for something else. That's crazy. I don't know, y'all. People be weird. It be all about the money too. That's just like you think about it. When those guys, his friends, claimed they didn't like Asian, but they took Von's clothes, took the stuff that Asian bought for him, and they was wearing it. That's some like second stuff. Like you just, I'm like, because if you around somebody, you're around somebody that's traveling, and he's doing shows. You're not saving no money up. You're not putting no money. You got to wear this man's clothes. You got to go steal his clothes when he died. And for them to not even be concerned for Von's mother or his family or their well-being, well, you gotta think, well, Slutty did die too. So Lord, God bless him. And then Louis couldn't have left Atlanta the next day because he's got to be in surgery, right? But for them to be so concerned about getting back to Chicago, to me, like, had no empathy, like, for the men who have been taking care of y'all, or I don't know. I just feel like they just feel him in so many ways. I know Vine is grown, but if you is incapacitated any type of way, I know how I am if I've been drinking. But if you off of whatever, I don't know if he had something else in the system, weed, a pill, whatever, I don't know. But for you to wake me up on some BS like that and I died, there's no way I could live with myself. Yeah, I don't. You know what, y'all, and the whole baby situation is weird to me too. The whole baby situation is weird to me because how does I know that the family would want to take they want. I'm not gonna get mad at no baby, and if that's his baby, God bless the baby. I know they claim that the baby took they had the blood test or whatever. But did she even really know it was Von's baby for real? Because how you come to somebody's funeral, you don't introduce yourself to his mom, you don't talk to his family, and you go and you sit on somebody's lap that's supposed to be his cousin. That's real crazy. It's like the girl just told on herself to me when she said, my lifestyle is talking to rappers and I get flown out here and I get flown out there. So you wouldn't, they probably plotted on Vine and she made sure she was trying to get pregnant. I don't think Vine knew that that baby was coming. Makes it seem like she follows. Yeah, makes it seem like, because at first, I think that Asia felt like her and Missy was really cool, but something happened between them. And I thought that she was being genuine, but I guess she wasn't. It's all crazy. It's all weird. And you would think that after somebody passed, the ones that really love you should come together. But they weird. Super weird. And even though, Velo and his their god sister made that interview, I mean, I don't blame them when so many other people have been talking about Vine. And they're gonna keep it politically correct. Like some stuff you could, you just gonna say we know. I mean, we don't know because we wasn't there, but they're not gonna say nothing against his character to make him seem like a bad person. So they're not going to give no ammunition to anybody. So I know people was like, well, do you believe everything that Belo said? I mean, y'all got to take that as a grain of salt because they're not going to want anybody to use anything against what they said against Vaughn. So I don't think they would ever confirm or deny anything about him, that people feel. It's just all weird, y'all. I'm gonna pray about it, think about it, y'all. Then y'all gotta put and let me know on the community page so I can do some readings on something. And let me know what y'all want me to do some readings on. I'll do a couple tomorrow. And I'm glad we had this talk. I'm glad I put those cards for us. If y'all missed it, y'all have to go back because I put some cards for us. Because I don't have to work tomorrow. I'll come back and we can go live tomorrow. But it won't be this late. I'll do it in the afternoon or evening. I don't think Vaughn knew that she was pregnant. The timing was too close to when Vaughn passed. I wonder if she even knew she was pregnant at the time. You know what? And then I'm like, was she even really sure for sure that it was Vaughn baby? She probably didn't know she was pregnant at the time either. I don't think Vaughn knew at all. I'm telling y'all in the spirit, he kept saying that baby was his. And then I'm just tripping on the fact that she came to his funeral and was sitting on Vonnie's lap and you pregnant with Von's kid. None of that makes sense to me. None of it at all. How you gonna be at this man's funeral, sitting on another? I don't get that part. These people today and what they do for money is crazy. But once they see that all the stuff that you did for this material stuff in this world wasn't worth it. Because if it was about material things, Vaughn would still be here. He would have chose that. Well, no. Because he wasn't going to do what they wanted him to do, no. But yeah, these people crazy. I couldn't do the stuff they do for money, what they feel like. I couldn't do it. I don't want to keep y'all all night. Y'all got to let me know on the community page. I'll come back tomorrow, do some more. Unless y'all want to talk about something else. Y'all got to let me know. Ratchet, Lord. Man, you will never be able to live that down. I don't care. You will never be able to live that down for the longest days you live. I was his mama. You're going to be like, I would give you the side eye for sure. I'd be like, you was at my son's funeral, didn't even speak to me. You sitting on some other man's lap and you was pregnant with my son's child. You will always get the side eye from me. Forever, ever. I'll be looking at you like, what was your intentions? Now, I'm going to love this child because that's a part of my son. He's no longer with us, so I'm going to love that baby. But your intentions is not good at all. She just seemed like she just was trying to make it seem like it was more than what it was. If you look at them text messages she left with her vibe, it seemed like he was just using her to go get grandbaby. He was like, hurry up, go get grandbaby. Like, I wouldn't even show that stuff. Like, it didn't seem like it was no type of love in the air. It was like he was just, probably use her for whatever. I don't know. But I'm like, that was the type of time we was on. I'm like, what type of time? Because basically just told you hurry up and said something smart and go get grandbaby. Like, girl, bye. But these people be trying to make it seem like it's way more. Like, stop lying to yourself. Like they was boyfriend and girlfriend or something. Like, where was that at? Because you showed us see him posting no pictures of her. I'm surprised it was even any pictures of them. I was mad about it. I was hating y'all. But she put up them pictures of them in the car, and I think it was a picture of them walking down somewhere. I'm like, because I just don't believe that he was into that girl like that. I don't get that in the spirit. I definitely didn't get that he knew that baby. He didn't believe that baby was his. at all. Hey, y'all been on here an hour. I don't want to keep y'all too much longer. So I'll come back on here tomorrow. About 5:30 in the evening. That'll be good. I'll do some readings. I'll try to put a reading up before I come on. We're going to talk about it. All right, y'all. Good night. Thank y'all for being on here with me. I enjoyed y'all. Bye-bye.